One of the games, we're like, wow, this would be a really good techies laner. They had Pudge, they had Magnus, they had Rubik, and they deliver.
Wow. That makes it 102, right? So is this like techies Pudge offlane?
I don't know.
I mean, that's the first thing that I thought of.
It's a support bottom for sure.
It is. That's new for Wings, so we'll give them that. DC round up their lineup with something a bit more traditional in the Invoker. Gentlemen,
could either go extraordinarily well for Wings or, well, maybe we're
extraordinarily poorly.
Yeah.
It could be a very quick game. If the techies pick backfires, Pudge in the mid game as a support that can snowball, but if he has a bad start, doesn't really offer that much, could be a disaster.
There's going to be the torrent. Innocent caught out, it looks like, and he will fall. It's going to be a first blood going the way of DC, so already a good start for their squad.
Just trying to do the hero introductions here. Relax, DC.
They really wanted to make sure they dealt with all of these heroes quickly.
So they want to go for kills. Still not seeing really much of a trap, just looks like a single landmine top. Soxa walks over a solitary one.
It tickles him a little bit, but there's another one in lane. He's going to walk over it as he disrupts, maybe not. Torrent set this up as well, and the Sunstrike. Boom! They will get the kill, and they will lose their techies on Wings.
When they're confident, DC are confident enough to just come in and gank the techies. Normally techies lane is like the no-go zone. It's less so the case since the big chain reworked to mines after TI5, but they're just still moving in. They're looking for another kill here top on Shadow. And with the torrent, the nuke from the Luna, they will find it. Wings might be a very quick game one the way things are headed. Already trailing 2,000 gold, 1,500 experience, farmed by pretty much all the DC cores right now.
Yeah, I mean,
when is it going to change?
The one, again, bright spot again is going back to that Mirana, but I think the Mirana has to start getting involved with arrows or just farming kills.
Moving top.
Torrent's going to connect. Shadow will be next. Lucent Beam, and he doesn't have Song. They miss out on the hook, unfortunately, from Ice Ice. Sunlight Shadow will go, but...
You know, one thing I was going to mention, which the draft analyst didn't really touch on, is that Punch Hook can also be really strong defensively. If your ally's getting caught, like Disruption Torrent, you know where they're going to be. Even the X, you can hook them out right after the X comes. Potentially a very good defensive spell, but hey, if you're hooking your own Skywrath who's not even being targeted, then that is not going to work. So there's some potential for the Pudge to turn these ganks around, but we're just not seeing it. Really nothing working for Wings with this unusual draft.
I mean, DC are the ones being aggressive against this lineup. The Sunstruck's going to hit. It looks like the Torrent will as well, and Innocent will barely survive right now. The Lucent Beam coming in. Link now with a Hatred and a double damage room. Meanwhile, Soxa does get the kill. He will go down, but he does get the trade-off before falling against that Skywrath Mage. And that tier 1 tower, it does end up going down in that bottom lane as well. DC continue.
The big moment for Ice Ice to take over. Radiant team lacking vision, but they've got 4 heroes top.
Smoked up VG.R also up in the top lane.
They haven't skilled Song yet. He's gonna miss the hook. Wait, you gotta hit something.
They hit nothing there. Both arrow and hook not connecting either target. Faith Beyond TPing in, it looks like VG.R's gonna set this up. Eclipse will come through. Blink doesn't make it out in time. Leap not successful. Soxa, he's gonna be the one to go down, but the Ghost Ship on you two with the Torrent. A double kill for VG.R.
It's a slaughter, and they're looking for more. Sunstrike just barely missing on Faith Beyond. Get 4 more. They lose only a Shadow Demon. That's without Moo. Moo's not even there. This hero might be their strongest at this stage of the game, and he's just farming bottom. They have someone that hates trees. It's Timber Song. Moo's just going to start shredding them.
Misery actually took a fair bit of damage to the mines there. It felt like an old-timey story. I'm glad you shared that with us. That was pleasant.
Harkening back.
Yeah.
Feeling old this TI more.
Enjoyed the brief story.
They also have ways to scout the Pudge, but as I say that...
Resolution challenge up. He's in trouble. Defensive destruction is not there in time. Ice Ice will gladly give his life, but now Blink, he might have to give his as well. X-Mark's back in his Song. It'll stop everything. What a pick-off for Wings.
Becky's already back to base. DC giving up a kill there. I was going to say they have really good ways to scout the Pudge, but they didn't actually have a Forge Spirit back behind the tower 3 times DC pushes. But now the tree clearing begins. DC going to start a spot of dewarding here. They'll just send an illusion of Moo in to deal with these, actually a pair. Meanwhile, bottom, Blink is setting up on Resolution.
Misery.
He hits the arrow, big catch, and then he leaps in. Can he kill up Resolution? He's a bit too tanky.
He's gonna come through Resolution. I think the hook will finish him off. The Ghost Ship. Blink actually dodges it narrowly. The timing wasn't there. Now Misery's in trouble.
Inside, looking for a second kill. He's gonna get it. Nice pick off by the Pudge, but he might pay with his life. Moo guns him down, and now Mirana forced the TP away. This does free up the mid lane for Papa Techies. Faith Beyond finally getting to drop landmines on towers for the first time this game.
A good start.
They're looking for Shadow
If they find
bottom.
Shadow, he's heaping out. Weehaw sees him. Cold Snap will come through the meatball. No song available this time. I don't think he had his, of course, Radiance
He was
completed.
close, though. That's a costly death. What do you do now?
I mean, for Wings, you gotta keep setting those. Oh, they get a hook on move. That's what they do. And the Mystic Flare with the Ancient Seal, but he's still so tanky. The X Mark is coming in ice again. Might get caught this time, LD.
The OP's in from the Mirana. Wants to fight this thing. Don't kill the creep. Blink, though, still wants to back away, and DC chase forward.
He's gonna get caught by the Torrent. Will that bring him down? It's the Demonic Purge that does so.
No suicide there. Gives up another kill. DC. Pick off after pick off, tower after tower, but they do find another. It doesn't really matter. Moo just chuckles. He's now picked up the pipe.
Round, so see how that transitions, and they will head back into Roche.
Yeah, still holding on to the gem on Moo. Still, as a result, able to keep up vision. They say Faith Beyond, laying some traps. If he pokes too much closer, they could go. There's the hook.
They didn't get the Aegis from Resolution in time. The Tornado
Somebody
fights
take it.
Suicide Squad, and he will end up staying alive. The Disruption keeping him up and ready to go. The Silence, the Arcane Bolt won't kill him, and they bring down 3.
There was a Naga illusion in the pit there. I thought Shadow might be able to at least deny the Aegis, but even that wasn't possible. So 3 fall in the end. Song available. This might just be a farming Aegis for DC, honestly. I think they can go high ground, but I don't feel like Wings is getting stronger either. And you can see Moo just diving this Naga. Has absolutely no fear. He's going to force out the song.
Yeah, it is a level 2 song. But the Sunstrike, is it going to do enough damage? Boom! Yes, it does. Weehaw gets the kill.
And they can also use the X on Misery if they want to send someone in safely for the chip down.
Faith Beyond running low on mana right now. Only has about 3 mines set up in that trap to the right. You have Faith Beyond sitting back. Blink will jump in, look for a target. Oh, they'll get an illusion instead. Tier 3 tower now down. The Glaive starting to chop through. I've seen this before.
They got to find a pickoff soon, Mon.
Not finding anything just yet for Wings.
Oh, even the arrow missing. That could have been the Luna's death, maybe.
They get Moo on top of the line. They'll stay alive. Stasis trap, and he will fall.
That's the gem down.
The Eclipse coming through, doing some work. They have the Moonlight Shadow, but it's too dead for Wings. Respawn from
Mirana could do some work here, but already Timbersaw is back in.
Yeah, so quick. Plenty of charges, and it's a full set of racks, it looks like. I'll let the range creeps deal with, of course, that ranged racks, and now they'll head to the top lane, get the tier 3 tower. X Marks will come through, it'll be up onto the Techies, he'll get caught with the Torrent, the Glaive's hitting him.
They can't even walk near the racks. The bouncing Glaives just hurt too much. DC, 2 lanes down, and no signs of stopping. They immediately rotate bottom. This pocket strategy has completely backfired.
Wings are just getting crushed in this game too. This, like you said, this pocket strategy, it's not accomplishing what they wanted. It comes down to that Fairy Fire as well as Torrent in the beginning of the game. Not only a Torrent, but a Ghost Ship coming through, allowing them to push even further in that.
It's over, Mon. GG. Wings get stomped. Down 20k gold. They never led this game with a Pudge, a Techies, and a pocket strategy that just didn't pan out. But credit to DC. They saw something unexpected, at least. I think the Techies was unexpected. Not sure if the Pudge was. Wings have run it before, and Depp did really well.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much really to talk about that game. It's just unfortunate Wings that, like you said, they might have tried that strategy before.